Hello, FlossTube. This is Christy with Daisy Case Primitives, and I'm back after a long time away to catch you up on my stitching and what I've been up to. Hope everybody's been well. I was feeling a little under the weather for a couple of weeks there, but I'm all better and back to myself pretty much. Spent the first part of the new year doing my annual clean out and go through closets and cupboards and rooms and everything. And I kind of got waylaid for a while there with being sick, but I've made progress, and now I'm back to that. I've been stitching a lot. I have a lot to share with you today, so let's just get into it. The first thing that I want to share, and I'll insert a picture here, is my And Be Kind to One Another by Needlework Press. I've shared that with you several times in the past, and I finally got it framed, and it is now hanging on my wall, and I really love how it looks. So that was a fully finish. The next thing that I fully finished, is Nick by Not Forgotten Farm. I'd been wanting to do this one for a long time, and I finally thought, you know, it's past Christmas, but I'm not done with Christmas stitching, so I thought I'm just going to go ahead and work on him. So here is my Nick. Now I stitched this on 36 count wheat by Fiber on a Whim, and I think last time I said it was from another dyer, but this is from Fiber on a Whim. I love this fabric. He needs to be adjusted a little bit. I need to straighten him up on this side. I've just kind of got him plopped in this frame to make sure that I liked him here. But I did do a few changes. The border was supposed to be stitched like with these little scallops all the way around, and I decided I didn't want to do that. So I just took different colors of floss from the design and just did a few. And then the wording was supposed to be all stitched in this, and then I decided to change my Saint Nick to the darker floss. And this section was supposed to be stitched in that color also, and I decided to use the green that Lori had charted. And I really like it. He's really cute. So I think I'm going to like him in this frame, so I can go ahead and get him stretched, pinned, and laced, and have him all finished for the season next year. So that was Nick, another fully finish. Okay. I have quite the pile. I'm trying not to make it an avalanche. The next thing that I pulled out to stitch was Christmas Sampler from Primitive Betty's. And I went and checked, and you can get this design from her Etsy shop. This was a gift from a sweet friend. So cute. I love the reindeer. I just love the primitive style, and it's just so cute. So I'm stitching this on, yeah, what did I stitch this on? I think this is Ligonier Latte. And here is my finish. I chose my own colors, and I can't recall what they are now. I just picked some flosses, overdyed flosses from my stash that look similar to the photo. And I think it's really cute. I just ordered a frame for it, so I'll have another finish for next Christmas. That one was really cute. Okay, so then let's see. On Christmas Day, I think it was. Yes. Christmas Day, I started the Noel Sampler by Brenda Gervais. I am stitching mine on 36 count biscuit, excuse me, by Seraphim Fabrics, and I'm using the charted DMC. This one, several have started. I'm not very far along, but I wanted to go ahead and get to the house because it's the largest piece on the design to stitch. And that's what I have finished so far. I really, really like this fabric. Excuse me. I like the modeling of it. So that was a new start. Okay, so for my New Year's Day new start, a sweet friend gave me this chart. This has been my unicorn chart for so long. Another friend had loaned me her chart, and I hadn't gotten started on it yet. And then another sweet person had just recently finished her own, and she just passed this chart on to me. So I was so happy, both ladies, to have been so nice to let me use the charts. But this is Merrily Beam's Prize Your Liberty, which now 1884 Stitchery online is selling this design, and I guess we'll be selling other Merrily Beam charts also. So you can readily get this now, which is, it's great. So I'm stitching this on 36 count vintage country mocha with the charted DMC. I changed the red to Weeks Cayenne, and the blue, the darker blue I'm using is Color and Cotton's Dark Indigo. And this is my start. I have loved this for so long. And I'm just so happy to be able to get started stitching it. Have it on my wall soon. Another new start. After I watched Carol Saltbox Stitcher's video about what she had on her wall, I've been admiring this one for a long time, and I've had this chart for a long time also. So I thought I'm just going to go ahead and start this. So it is Anne Peg by the Scarlet House. I love the colors on this. It's so cute. So I just started this over the weekend. I'm stitching it on 36 count summer khaki, and I'm using the, I think, combination of the charted Gentle Arts threads and DMC. And this is my little piddly start. After I finished the Christmas sampler, I thought I'm going to start this, because you can't finish anything unless you start it. For black sampler stitching, I chose Stone Street Stitchworks, the Franklin sampler. I think I know I've talked about this before, but I haven't shared any progress. And I'm stitching this one on, let's see if I can find it in my notes, or did I even write it down? I'm not sure. This might be Shrekie's Tan. I'm using Weeks Charcoal. Try to get it straightened out here. And this is my progress. I really like this. These larger letters look like they may be eyelets, but they're not. They're just all, they're all cross stitch. I'll try to get that closer. Very cute. So I do that. I usually put a couple strands in the morning in this piece as I am having my coffee and watching the news. So the next whip has been something that I've wanted to stitch for a long time. And I got some more marching orders. Thank you guys for that. You're keeping me busy, and it's paying off in the way that I'm getting things done and on my wall. I'm working on my Red House sampler wall, and got those two finished. So the one that I'm talking about is Cherry Hollow Farm sampler by Stacy Nash. You can get this online as a PDF from her Etsy shop. I'm stitching this on 36 count Eureka Fox and Rabbit linen, and I'm using a combination of Weeks Dye Works flosses. Not exactly the ones charted, but I'm using ones that are similar to the color in the chart. And this is my progress. I'm almost there. I've kind of been putting off doing this border. I need to really pay attention to that one. So I've just worked on everything else, and then I'm going to finish by doing that. I'm hoping to have this one completed by the end of the week, and then I'm going to order a frame for it, and it will be on my wall. I'm not sure. I'll probably have to rearrange there and take the big alphabet plaque down, or I don't know, I may end up putting them all in a different place. But so I will have 3 Red House samplers for my wall. All right, the next whip and the last one I want to talk to you about is Anne Gott 1848 by Needlework Press. This is so pretty. I am using, let's see, this is baked clay. I believe that's Fox and Rabbit. And I've changed my colors quite a bit. I'm using Ribbon Red for the Buckeye Scarlet, Old Money for the Rain Shower, Yeo Gold for Honeycomb, English Ivy for the Secret Garden, and Weeping Willow I changed to Kudzu, and then the cow I stitched in Cranberry. So let me see, here's my tag, make sure. Yes, 36 count baked clay by Fox and Rabbit is the linen that I'm using. I kind of followed Emily Eclectic Possessions, her color conversion and floss choice, because you can't go wrong following Emily. She knows what she's doing. So here is my progress. Let's see. Since I shared this last time, which has been quite a while ago, I worked on the house, moved on down with the border, stitched the cow, and then did this stitching here with the flower vase. And I am really, really loving this. I think I want to really focus on this. It goes pretty quickly. I don't have much lower on that below the cow. It's going to take quite a bit of time though to work on this grass. That's all fill in. But and then, you know, this larger rose. I have a lot to do yet. But it really feels like it goes quickly. So that's what I'm going to be working on. I hope to get this done by summer anyway, and get it on the wall. I may include this one in my Red House sampler wall, depending on which wall I end up putting it on, but I really love her, so that's my progress. I love that cow. I'd like to share with you 3 pieces that I've done in the past, some past finishes. With Valentine's Day coming up soon. I just wanted to share a couple of pieces. One I think I've shown you in the past, but it's cute enough. I think it bears repeating. This is called, well, I don't know what it's called. I think it's Be Mine. Anyway, it's by Sandy Whitlow, the Humble Stitcher. You can get this PDF on her Etsy shop. I stitched this a couple years ago on 32 count white Zweigart. I did all the stitching except for the white on the sheep. Then I coffee dyed it and then went back and completed the sheep bodies. And then backed it with some red check homespun. And this is just one of my favorites. You can't go wrong with little sheep. So that's another cute finish. I really like Sandy's charts, her designs. She has lots of cute ones. Another kind of a Valentine's Day piece. This is from a Trio of Hearts Reproduction Motifs, chart number 3 by Jenny Hoffman, Country Rustic Primitives. This is the only one that I had completed from this set, but I stitched this on Osnaburg, which is kind of like a muslin in a way. It's got some dark flecks in it. It's an open weave, and it's uneven. It's not an even weave, but I've only done that a couple of times. Stitched a couple of pieces on Osnaburg, not my favorite. And I don't think, I must have lightly coffee dyed this afterwards, but it's still cute. And another small little pin keep that I put out for Valentine's Day. Okay, the next one, I'm going to be working on here pretty soon, getting some more pieces, smalls done up for Easter. It's going to be here before we know it, and I'm looking forward to springtime. But this is one that I've done in the past, and I don't believe I've ever shared this one. This is another Tina Woltman design, and I believe someone said that she's going to be opening up a website soon where you can purchase her patterns. If I find out more information about that, I definitely will be sharing it with everyone. This is called Runaway Bunny. I stitched this one a few years back also. And again, this was stitched on 32 count white Zweigart. Then I coffee dyed it after stitching. And then I backed it with this black and tan homespun. And it's one that I really like putting out at springtime, Easter time. So I'm gathering up some more patterns that I want to start stitching, mostly bunnies for Easter holiday. And I'd found this Plain and Fancy Collection Mr. Hare by Homespun Elegance, and purchased this. I really like that style of bunny, real primitive style. You can stitch it with a strawberry, or this little stand-up is really cute. When I saw this stand-up, I thought of Michelle McGraw. And this little bunny is stitched with holding a carrot, and then has a little scarf on it. I haven't decided. I want to make some stand-ups for a nativity set. I've not ever completed fully finished stand-ups. But I think I could probably do it. So I don't know. I may stitch this bunny and finish it that way, or I really do like how it looks in the frame with the border around it. But I think I would probably stitch mine with the carrot. So that's one that I will be working on in a few short weeks. Now I'd like to share with you some of the samplers that I want to start this year. I've decided I'm going to start a new one every month, the beginning of each month. And I've pulled out 4 here that I definitely want to start. And I really don't know what order I'll go in, just maybe whatever strikes my fancy at the moment. I know there will be other ones that are going to be coming out at Market or Expo, or just as designers release new patterns, new charts. So, but these I already have, and I have them kitted up, and I just wanted to share with you what I want to be starting this year. So, the first one is Barbara Anna Designs, Henrietta Goodrich. This is an Adam and Eve sampler. I also plan on making an Adam and Eve sampler wall somewhere one of these days. So this will be an addition to that. I have pulled out Needle and Flax Dirty Teacup to stitch that one on, and I haven't gathered up any of the flosses yet, but I'll use the called fors. But this is Dirty Teacup. Really a lot of modeling in it. It's really pretty. So that is one that I will be starting. Another one is, this one's old and I found it on eBay, but I liked the longer sampler. This one's called the First Mary and Gibson Sampler, an authentic reproduction. So this one, let's see. I think it is a hand-drawn chart, maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, this is what it will look like. I like that house. I'll change the name, and I'm not sure what I'll replace it with. And I pulled out a 36 count R&R's Vintage Homespun. So I think that will look good on that. Another one that I want to start this year is GGR's Isabella Fox, another Adam and Eve. And this one I have pulled 36 count R&R French Vanilla. This is really pretty. It has some really nice modeling in it. I think it will look good. Similar coloring to the photo. And I have some of the flosses pulled. I think I have most of them, if not all of them, but this is what they look like. So that will be pretty. Where's that red? What is that? That is Buckeye Scarlet. So these will look really nice, I think, on this linen. So that'll be another new start this year. And then this one, I almost started this one after I got my Christmas stitching done, but this is Dear Santa by Kathy Barrick. This, of course, will be a later in the year start. And I pulled out, phooey. back here. This is a 36 count parchment by Fiber on a Whim. It is darker. It's kind of has green tints in the modeling, but I wanted mine to be darker, and it's charted on a lighter linen. Let's see, what does it say the model is stitched on? 36 count doubloon is what the model was stitched on. That looks lighter, a little lighter than doubloon, but. And here are the DMCs. And I think it'll look really good on this linen. It's that one. So that is some of my future sampler new starts. Let's see, as we close out the video, I want to ask the question of the day. I do not have any lakeside linen, and it's hard to come by. It's hard to find. So my question for you today is, what are some good substitutes for lakeside linen, like the pecan butter, meadow rue, light exemplar, those are the three that I can think of right now that I think that I would like to get. But what's a good match? What's a good substitute of linens that you can that are readily available now, that are similar in color and similar in modeling? If you can help me out with that, I surely would appreciate it. And that's the end of this one, guys. Hope that everybody is doing good and getting in lots of stitching. We're supposed to get a lot of snow here in a couple of days, and it's supposed to turn really cold. So we're kind of getting in hibernation mode even more. So we'll be working on getting some more wood up by the house, and in case we lose power, because that seems to happen frequently for us out here where we are. I don't know why, but it does happen. So, but anyway, keep on stitching, stay warm, and I will see you next time.